it this early in the video because my live people pop on after I pop on. So I do welcome you to come into our lives on Monday mornings. Between 9 and 9:30, we go live every Monday. I also offer you a YouTube video on Wednesday and a sample Patreon video on Friday. So those are the ways you can watch me for free. If you would like to pay to have more of a personal mentoring, you can go to patreon.com. It's $5 a month to get a video every day, Monday through Friday, telling you exactly what to do. And if you want to be personally mentored by me, there are options on Patreon for that as well. And I'll be happy to mentor you one-on-one. Okay, people are starting to jump on. Good morning. As you jump on, please put your name on. Renee Berry is here, first one this morning. Good morning, Renee. Make sure everybody's in live chat, not top chat. Connie is here. Connie Saab Miller, good morning. Elizabeth Imel is here. Good morning, Elizabeth. Karen, one of my 20 percenters. Karen Sunstein is here. Good morning, sweet lady. Tenna Rose is here. Tinny, good morning, one of my 20 percenters. I'm a Tony. Sorry, Tony. I can't. You know what's wrong, Tony? Do you know what's wrong? I'll tell you what's wrong. I have on the wrong glasses. I can't even see. I wondered who Tinny was. Give me a second. Now I can read these. Okay. Karen said, good morning, one of my 20 percenters. Tony Rose, good morning, all. Good morning, Tony. Sorry about the mispronunciation. Jamise Toyer, haven't seen you in a while. Beautiful. Good morning to you. Casey Lorraine, one of my 20 percenters, is here as well. Vegan Mama Angela is here with Elena, her daughter. Hi, Elena. Tiffany Ziegler is here. Good morning. Jackie Longnecker is here from Florida. Hi, Jackie. Good morning. Hi, Kat and Mr. B. Mr. B is here. Happy Monday, everyone. Marty Watson is here. She's up in Beach Mountain, North Carolina at her chalet on the top of the mountain, her cabin, her home. Lisa Chapman is here, one of my 20 percenters. Good morning, Lisa, from sunny Indiana. Yvette Pruner is here. Good morning, Yvette. Is it Yvette? Is that how you pronounce it? Margaret Rose is here. Hi, Margaret. Good to have you. Mary Sellers is here. Good morning. Roll Tide from Alabama, Mary Sellers. Alpine Foothills Wholesome Living is here. That's Daniela. Hi, Daniela. Tony Rose says glasses. Yes, she remembered for me. Carol Dickens, good morning, everyone. Yarden is here. Good morning, Kat. Hey, Yarden. Alden is here. Good morning, Alden. Debbie Ernst is here. Hi, Debbie, one of my 20 percenters. If you're new, please let me know if it's your first time. I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Good and hot. Did you have a nice weekend, everyone? Hope you did. Hope you had a nice weekend. Demetris Green is here. Sorry, what are 20 percenters? 20 percenters are people who have joined my membership group on YouTube. It's $9.99 a month. And we have a little personal mentoring group that we do once a month. Nurse N95 is here. Happy rainy Monday. What's your name, Nurse N95? I've had lots of nurses. I'm not sure which one you are. Blessed Wife and Mommy, Kit Kat. Hey, and I happen to know this is Joy because of her cute little joyful emoji. She says, hi, it's Joy. It's Joy. Okay, so I knew that. Okay, so I'm here today to answer your questions. Yarden is a young mom of 2, and your YouTube videos have helped me so much. Thank you. Oh, you are welcome. And Nurse N95 is Andrea or Andrea. Hello, Andrea. Nice to have you. And Yvette said, I'm new. My name is pronounced with an E. Yvette. Okay, thank you, Yvette. Thank you for correcting me, and I'll try to remember that's how you pronounce it. Welcome. Welcome, ladies. So happy to have you. So I appreciate the positive feedback, but I'd like to know what it is that any of you need today that I can help you with, because this is what I'm going to do with you today, give you something that I can help you with. So if you're having some challenges, let me know. Joy said, yay, so glad zone is done, morning routine is done, weekly home blessing is underway, glasses are done, glasses done, sheets are stripped, having breakfast now, then we'll resume. Awesome. Marty said Patty's coming. She's going to join us live. Separate, Marty? Is that what you mean? Or is she coming up to the mountains? Which thing do you mean?
She means that.
Probably means she's going to the mountains.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She ain't joining me.
Patty's not going to join us on this. We love Patty, but she doesn't join us. It's funny, the people who need you most, I'm just saying.
That was unnecessary.
Okay, So let's talk about, tell me more about the 20% Club, Jimmy says. You just go to join online, and it'll give you the option of joining the community under membership. And it's $9.95 a month, $9.99, something like that. I don't remember how much it is. It's right under $10. And we talk about, it's a smaller group, and we meet once a month, and we talk about whatever challenge I have given the month before, and I give a challenge for the new month, and we talk about things that are on your mind. And it's just a more personal group, so we have a lot longer time. We have a whole hour, and it's just that little group, and nobody's popping in that we don't know. Not that anybody we don't know is a bad thing, but on this channel right here, we could have people that our monitors have to get off. Do you know what I mean? So it's different. It's a little different.
She's coming here.
She's coming here to your channel? No way! I love her. I'm so happy she's coming.
Tell them it's the middle of the month too, when you usually do it.
Yeah, I usually do the membership meetings the middle of the month. I'll tell you that. Thank you for reminding me, Mr. B. Have I written it down in here? I think I wrote it over here. Hold on. I'll tell you. I think I've got it already scheduled. Yes, I have it scheduled for actually Tuesday, June 14th. And it's going to be at 11 a.m. Central, which is where I am now. I'm in Alabama. So that would be 12 Eastern, 11 Central, 10 Mountain, and 9 Pacific. So that's all I can tell you about it. You have to join. It's awesome. Occasionally I give something away. This last month I did give away one of Kimmy's 3-month planners to Mimi Chapman. She won the drawing. So occasionally I have a drawing, not every time, but lately I have been having drawings. There's something on my glasses and it's driving me crazy. Oh, it's a smudge. Anyway, that's all there is to know about that. So, put these back on. I can see. You know what? It's that light right there that's bugging me, Mr. B.
Which one?
That one.
Well, the lighting's really good on the video.
That one.
I'm going to be dark.
Thank you, Mr. B.
I'm just going to turn 2 off.
Just turn, yeah, that's fine. Turn those off. Okay, thank you, Mr. B. Oh, it's still in my eyes. It's that one then. It's that one. Turn it back on. It's not that one. Just turn it back on. Okay, that's fine. Okay, that'll fix it. That was what it was. Thank you, Mr. B. So
I can just turn that one off of the thing.
it's okay. I think it didn't matter.
It looks good on video.
Okay. All right. So anyway, let's talk about some stuff here. You ready? Alden said, it's not my first time new. I'm having trouble wanting to do all but trying to establish routines, morning routine, and laundry, and get laundry going. Not my first time, but new. I'm having trouble wanting to do it all, but trying to establish routines, morning routine, and laundry routine, get going. You've already got that done? Listen, here's the thing. I don't know if you saw the video that I made that's called Weeding Your Garden. I actually think that might have been more detailed on my Patreon videos. But anyway, when you go outside to weed your garden, you know you're not going to get it all done all at once, right? You're going to just work on however long you have. Maybe you have a half hour to get out there and do some weeding, and you pull your weeds, and then you leave. And the next day, maybe you get 30 more minutes and you work a little more. And eventually you get your garden weeded. But you can't just leave it. You have to keep weeding it. You have to keep getting those little pop-ups. You know, you have to pop them out. And so that's the same thing that we're doing when we're getting, hi, Patty Wise Noble, my sister, welcome. Lita says, good morning. Janice Taylor says, thank you. Silent Learner, how are you still so cute at this age? That's funny. Debbie said 20% Club is very motivational. Silent Learner, if you put your name on, that would be appreciated. Why doesn't 20% Club work on the iPad? Tony, you're asking me a technical question. That is not me. You need to go to Google and find out why it's not working on your iPad. It should work. I don't know why. But anyway, Alden's question is...
What's not working?
A 20% Club. Um,
Should.
Not my first time, but she's new and she's having trouble wanting to do it all. And you can't do it all. Remember the story of, oh, well, I was telling you about weeding. You have to keep your clutter in your home weeded out. And so that's the same thing as you weed a little area. You don't try about the whole thing. You just get a little part done in your zone, your little 15 minutes. And then you have to keep looking at that place, looking at that place. Okay, I don't think we need this person. Looking at that place. And make sure you're on the live chat, not top chat. Thank you, Mr. B. Okay, thank you, Marty. Um, Hi, June. I don't, if I didn't tell you, thumbs up, people. Tony says. All right, let me go back because I'm getting my ADD is kicking in. But the question is from Alden. I'm going to try to answer the question for the third time. Okay, so we're going to keep, like if you just declutter a little area, just a little area, you get that done in 15 minutes. Then the next day you do a little bit more, and the next day a little bit more, and finally the last day of the week, only 4 days, you do a little bit more. But what you have to do is a clutter stop, and that's where you look at that place that you decluttered every day, and you say, have any weeds popped up? Did I leave the dog's leash on the table? Did I leave my sweater over the back of the chair? Are my shoes in the middle of the floor? Is there a balled up Kleenex? Whatever it is, that's your little weeds that are popping up, and you have to get those pulled. And if you pull them enough, eventually you won't get weeds. You'll keep it very little weeds, I'll just say that, in a real garden. So if you're doing that in your home, it's the same thing. Just a little bit, a little bit, a little bit. So that's number one. That's how you keep it at bay. Number two, Alden, is that you don't try to do the whole thing at once. Just the same thing as a garden. You can't put a garden in and weed it and do all that stuff all in one day. It's too much. So we're going to go back and we're going to remember that the dripping of water wears away stone. The dripping of water wears away stone. And that the tortoise beat the hare. Because if you just rush through your house and try to get it done, you're not learning anything. You're not changing anything. You're just doing a one-time discipline. Discipline is painful in the beginning. And that's what the Bible even says. It says discipline appears painful, but brings peace. So this self-discipline of just doing your zone, just doing your basic weekly plan, just doing your routines, that discipline might seem painful, even if it's that you want to do everything all at once. And that seems painful. It would probably be more painful to do it all at once. But anyway, it's going to bring you almost immediate peace. So let's just give the example of making your bed. If your bed isn't made and you walk in your room, you don't feel comfortable. You might have gotten used to it over the years, but it's not the way it's supposed to be. When you walk into that room and your bed is made, there's an instant peace. There's a clear space. That whole top of your bed is clear. Your dog or cat might be on it, but other than that, it's clear, okay? So that's what you want to do, Alden and everyone. You want to just discipline yourself to do the system. Okay, I've got a few questions popped up here, and so Alden, I hope that helped you. Just remember, if you haven't signed up for Patreon, it's $5 a month, and Alden, then you can listen every morning before you get out of bed, and I'm going to tell you exactly what to do that day, Monday through Friday. If you're a payroll homemaker, it will still work, because if you're a payroll homemaker, I'm going to tell you what to do today as a payroll homemaker, and I'm going to remind you what to do on Saturday and Sunday. Okay? Now, you're welcome, Alden. Okay, now I'm going to go back and Jimmy said thank you. Lita says good morning. Patty said hi. Thumbs up, people. I've read all this stuff. Okay, Marty said make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, and give me some love and give the thumbs up. Thank you, sweetheart. Wildfire Farm Life. Misty. Hi, Misty. We had my daughter's graduation party this weekend. Awesome. I know that was exciting for you and a little anxiety creating maybe for you, depending on how complex you made it. I know both of my girls gave their sons graduation parties, and it was fun. Patty's given us some love. Wildfire Misty said, had the graduation party and now the house is a hot mess. Had about 65 people here on the farm. How do you tackle the day? Okay, first things first. If your house is a hot mess, is it number one, probably just where everybody went in? So it's like the living room, dining room area, the kitchen and the bathroom, and then outside? Or I need to know
She's on
more
a
of
farm.
what a hot mess means. What, Larry?
It was on a farm.
I know it's a farm.
Okay.
But thank you for bringing that back to my attention. Um, so let me know, and then I'll help you address the problem. And if you don't address it with me, don't answer me. I'm going to give you a generic answer, which everybody can use. Casey said, Casey Lorraine, my son and I have made a ton of progress this week on his goats, sheep pen, shed pen, and his siblings are even helping. Not overwhelming as it's felt before now that I scheduled in 20 minutes. Yay! So you're putting out fresh straw, you're cleaning up the old straw, you're cleaning out the water bins. I don't know what you're doing. I'm just thinking, how wonderful. I think that goats would be fun. I actually love sheep. I don't know why. Okay, Mr. B says, be personally mentored by Kat. There's my Patreon information. So if you want to be held accountable and talk to me personally every week for 25 minutes or every 2 weeks for 25 minutes, there's or once or 3 times a month for 25 minutes, and that's for each appointment. There are options for you there. There's also options for magic meal planning if you're having trouble with your meal planning and that part of your routine or of your basic weekly plan. The planning and desk day includes meal planning. I also have a budget appointment. So if you want any of those, look and see, and you can sign up for that. Oh no, Marty, that's not good. I'm not going to read that. On Thursday, I missed my zone and totally forgot somehow and remembered that 6 p.m. I should have done it right then and there or the next day. Joy, sometimes we just have to give ourselves grace. Just grace, okay? And go forward. Nancy, hi Nancy, my 20%er. How are you? Mimi said good morning and happy Monday to the host and everyone in the live. Thank you. Marty, that's very sweet. Yeah, let me tell you why I don't want you doing that. Okay? I don't want you doing that because no one gets anywhere when you do that. It all reverts back, and that's not what I teach. And Marty, you know that. I don't teach having somebody come through and clean your whole house for you. It's like saying, I want Samantha to come wiggle her nose and fix it all. Now, I am going to answer the chaos question that I had earlier from who was it that asked me that about the wildfire farm, Misty. I'm going to answer that question as a generic question. I don't see the question in detail, so I'm going to answer that as a generic question. If your house is in chaos and you just can't even walk through it, you're not a hoarder, right? A hoarder doesn't even know they're a hoarder, but you're a person who's just saved stuff and kept stuff and been too busy, right? We got the outside tackled immediately. The main areas need pickup and the floors, all the floors. Okay, I'm going to answer that question now. So what I want you to do is I want you to get, number one, a laundry basket or two and do the choo-choo, which means you go through each room of your house, putting the little things that belong in another room in the basket and going to the next room. In the next room, you take out anything that belongs in that room and put anything in that belongs in the basket that belongs in another room. So I'll give you an example. You're in the living room, you've got a water bottle, you've got a box of Kleenex, you've got a pair of shoes, not big things, not big throws, not big piles of sheets. We're talking about little things, right? And then you go to the kitchen and you say, okay, this water bottle goes in the kitchen. And in the kitchen, I found the dog's leash. It goes in here, and I found blah, 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 and put it in there. Go to the next room, empty fill, until you're all the way through the house and come back to where you started, because you're still going to have some things that are going to be delivered. You may not have to put anything else in. So number one, that gets all the people in the right church. Now we got to get them in the right pews, okay? So now we're going to say, go into those rooms and say, where do these things live? If you don't have a place for it in that room, then it's clutter. But if it's got a place, so let's say it's electronic games and there's a place under the TV that you keep them, put them there. Let's say it's the dog's leash and it goes on that hook by the door, put it there. But if you don't have a place for something, then it's definitely hasn't been decluttered. Because when you declutter, you assign a space for things. So that's number one. Now, if I'm going to go back to Misty's question of having 65 people tromp through her house and her floors, meaning the floors sounds like they're dirty. So what you're probably going to do is, that's good, Patty, that what you're going to do is get everything in its place, Misty, and then do a nice mop or vacuum, whatever it is you need to do. And I want you to do, I mean, you might even do a deep clean as far as that goes. If 65 people tromped through your house, I'm thinking you need to really clean the carpet well or really clean the floor well. And then don't do anything else, rest. Okay, don't do any zone work, just rest. And then the next day you can go right back in just as if nothing happened and you had done your work on Monday. You're just going to step back in and do the next thing. So let's say that today you had so much work to do that you don't have time to do your weekly home blessing hour. Too bad. Don't do it. Do it next Monday, okay? Just step in as if nothing happened. Give yourself grace. All right, now I'm going to answer the question about well, nobody asked me this question, but I'm going to share this with you about decluttering. We are going to declutter in our zone. This morning's video, if you happen to watch it, I said we're in zone 3. Oopsie, we're in zone 2, the kitchen. So it's good information. Save it in your brain for next week. This week we're in the kitchen. So we've got our routines, we've got the kitchen, and we've got the basic weekly plan. So our routines are get up in the morning. It's Monday. If you're an at-home homemaker, you're going to strip your bed and start your sheets. You're going to do your glass, and that doesn't mean that we're getting the Windex and doing the big thing. We're just getting little spots throughout the house. We've got 10 minutes to get it done. Boom. And then we've got to empty all the little garbage cans in the bathroom, in the office, and all that. Just empty those. Maybe you need to put a new liner in. 10 minutes, so don't waste time. And then we're going to, what else do we have? Dust. If you have a Flylady duster, those are the best things in the world. You can get a Flylady duster from flylady.net. They're expensive. Sometimes you can find them on sale. You can also buy a feather duster that's made of ostrich feathers from Amazon, but I think they're smaller. They don't look to be as voluminous, whatever that word is. They're not as big and fluffy. So you need a bigger one so you can get, and with a nice long handle so you can get everything, okay? All right, so 10 minutes to dust. Now, when you dust in your house, don't dust the whole house. Pick 5 rooms that are the worst and do 2 minutes in a room. Boom, 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 okay? And then when you're done with that, you're going to vacuum 5 rooms. So I'm going to suggest the master bedroom, the hallway upstairs, if you have an upstairs, the entryway downstairs, the living room, dining room combination area or great room, and another room. So maybe a guest room upstairs or an office downstairs. Just 5 rooms, 2 minutes a room. You're just getting high traffic areas. If you have hard floors, then you want to dust mop. And those are mainly around the edges, not so much in the middle, okay? Next, we're going to do a mop of the kitchen. You're going to mop it for 3 minutes. That's it. I love the little mops with the spray that aren't preloaded with chemicals. I like you to just make your own. I personally like the O-Cedar. You just put water in, put a cap full of whatever cleaner you like. I like Mrs. Meyer's concentrate. And you just mop the floor in the kitchen for 3 minutes, flip that head over on the O-Cedar, and mop the bathrooms for 2 minutes each. So if you have 3 bathrooms and a kitchen, it's going to be 6 minutes, not counting your transporting time from one room to the other, okay? That's the weekly home blessing hour. That happens on Monday. If you're payroll, that happens on Saturday morning. It takes discipline. Discipline is not fun. Discipline is not fun. This is not going to be fun, but it's going to bring you so much peace. That's the cool thing of it. It's going to bring you peace. So you're going to feel instantly better. Just like I said about making your bed. It's not fun to make your bed. I mean, it might be at some point, but right now, if you're not in the habit of it, it's going to be hard. You're rusty like the Tin Man, right? You need some oil. Make your bed. Okay, the next thing we're doing in our morning routine is we're going in our bathroom, we're swishing and swiping. That means we're wiping the sink and swishing out the toilet bowl. We are washing our face, moisturizing our skin, putting on some makeup, combing our hair, getting our clothes on, putting our pajamas away. We're going into the kitchen, we're emptying the dishes out of either the dish rack or the dishwasher. And then we can put our breakfast dishes in the dish rack after we wash them or in the dishwasher, okay? All right. So I'm getting a lot of chat here, so let me go see what's going on. I don't know if y'all are just talking to each other or me, but let me see. I read that. Okay, I read that. I read that. All right, Slajana. Hi, Slajana. It's 12:30 midnight in Australia right now, and I'm procrastinating bedtime again. Just cleaning, cleaning the kitchen and getting to bed so I can get up in the morning to a shiny sink. Slajana, go to bed. Do it now. And I want to tell you something. Discipline includes going to bed on time. And going to bed on time means you have to have a plan and you have to have a hard stop. We have to discipline ourselves. If you keep staying up late, you're going to not want to get up in the morning. You are not going to be the best mother in the morning. You're not going to be the best homemaker in the morning. You're not going to be the best wife in the morning or throughout the day. You need to go to bed on time. If you're an at-home homemaker, if you've got children, I'm going to say 9:30 is as late as I want you staying up. But I want to tell you another thing. If you have children, your children need to be in bed on time as well. And then there's a period of time after your children go to bed that you need, that you must have, and that you deserve, and it's time without children. And it doesn't mean that during that time you're loading the dishwasher. Loading the dishwasher comes right after dinner, right after breakfast, right after lunch. There's a time and a season for everything we do, and we load the dishwasher or wash the dishes right after we eat. We run the dishwasher at night before we go to bed so that in the morning we have dry dishes to put away and an empty space to put them in. This is the way this project is designed. So I want you to go to bed and go to sleep and give yourself grace. And in the morning, you're not going to necessarily have a shiny sink, but you will if you follow what I say to do. No matter how tired you are, get up 30 minutes before the main part of the family and do the morning routine, etc. Okay? All right, Sajana. Okay. I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start with Casey and go backwards. Casey just making a comment to Joy. Joy and Casey, you're talking. Thanks for the advice, Misty said. I was feeling overwhelmed about doing all the things every day. At minimum, 3 to 4 hours of farm work to do. Okay. You know what? That's okay. If you do 3 to 4 hours of farm work, that's like a part-time worker. You can still do your at-home homemaking in the morning and still follow a plan. You just block out that 3 to 4 hours of time because you need to do that, just like you need to do your stuff in the house, right? I love my hurricane spin mop. I've heard about those. I know that people like those a lot. We never really knocked on the door. Okay, I don't know what all that is. I'm a firm and baked goodies. Oh, there's just a bunch of chat going on. I forget to note. Okay, Larry.
Okay, you do.
Okay, I think it was right here. It's right here. Okay, I was right there at Slajana, so I got that. All we need is a fresh start. That's right, Nancy. And Joy said, that's true. Kit Kat. She calls me Kit Kat. We got the outside tackled immediately. I read that. I read all this. Okay. I think we're all caught up.
No, you're not.
Marty's going to teach Patty about routines and zones while she's there, and then she and I are going to do the buddy system each day. I'm not perfect like you, Kat. Whatever. And so I think together we'll complete it. I think a buddy system is great. If you guys know somebody who's doing this system with you, I think that's a great way to hold each other accountable. Julie Heisman, good morning. Unrelated, but my husband and I have a push mower, only a super big, super sloped lawn, and I digress. He was mowing the back, and the neighbor did the front and his right side. How should we thanks? Just wondered what you would do because you're so wise. I forgot to note, we hardly see them. We might catch a glimpse irregularly here and there. Okay, what I would do, Joy, is just say thank you very much. That was so, so nice of you. And if there's anything you ever need, please let me know. And that's all I would do. He probably loves to mow. I mean, some people, my dad loved to mow, didn't he, Patty and Marty? He loved to mow. He would mow everybody. If he could have gotten everybody else's yard, if their yard was weed free and he wasn't bringing weeds home, he would totally mow their yard. He loved it. Okay. Joy, I'm a firm believer in baked goodies to say thanks. Not a bad idea unless you don't know. Are they Are they type 2 diabetics? You don't know. So I think just a really sincere thank you is all that you need to do. Now, I am not of the gift giving group. I'm not a gift giver. I'm not a gift receiver. It's not, I mean, I receive gifts, but it's not my thing. Mine is words of encouragement. And so I like that. And I would be so encouraged if somebody said that to me. Kimmy's here. Hey, Kimmy, good morning. Kimmy is so precious. If none of you know who she is, and I'm sure everybody does, Kimmy created this planner. There's an annual one, and there's this one that's a semester, 4 months. And I love it. It's the best planner ever. It's perfect for people like us. Most of us have a little ADD. Okay. Um, oops, I don't know anything about them, and that's right. I just know that they have 2 sons and a daughter. I would just go say, thank you so much. You don't know how much that means to us. We so appreciate it. And that's all. If you like to give, see, to me, when I get a gift from somebody who doesn't know me, it's probably just going to be clutter. Just saying. Okay. Anyway, I am open for questions. Well, I got to check the time. Oh, yeah, we have 15. Well, we have 12 minutes. So I'm open for questions. Who needs a question answered? What is your biggest challenge? What's going on in your family? Are you disciplining yourself? I'm just going to throw loads of questions out there, and you can answer those however you wish. Okay. Are you disciplining yourself? Do you find it difficult? Have you noticed that you have peace after you discipline yourself? Have you noticed that? Because it's a true thing. It really happens. Okay. Another thing to do is make sure you're giving your self-care to yourself. You have to have self-care. Self-care is going to give you a better attitude about everything you do. Marty said something about her husband. Mark mowed our handicapped neighbor's yard. He slips him a 20 every couple of months for gas. Much appreciated. Well, that's nice. Bedtime is difficult for me. This is Joy. Why is it difficult, Joy? Are you just having a hard time getting sleepy? Or did you wake up too late? Or do you have a problem with your sleep pattern? I value sleep so much. I know it's important, but my husband and I always go to sleep together. Okay. If you are one of those women who is waiting for your husband to go to bed, stop that. If your husband works a different shift than you, or he's just hard-headed about going to bed, stop that. You get yourself to bed and you say, honey, I'm going to bed. I'll be asleep in about 20 minutes. Okay? You need to go to bed, and you need to go to sleep, and you need to sleep through the night. All right. I like 9. He prefers 10. That's okay. He can stay up till 10. You know, Mr. B watches TV in bed, and I can sleep through that. And so it's not a problem. And I kiss him goodnight, and I roll over, and I go to sleep, and he turns the TV off. So if he is doing something and you get caught up in it, then you have to just make sure you have a hard stop at 9:30 or 8:30 in your case. If you want to be in bed at 9, at 8:30, that's your hard stop. You have to go into the kitchen, make sure the dishes are in the dishwasher and running, the sink is wiped out, you brush and floss your teeth and go to bed. Okay? That's what you have to do, Joy. That's my answer. We've never ever gone to bed apart. It's our thing. Well, then I would say to him, here's my thing. I have to be in bed at 9, so don't break our thing. Come to bed with me. And if he says no, then it's not that important. That's not important enough. It's just a thing. It's nothing. You're still married, you still love each other, you still sleep in the same bed. There's nothing wrong with going to bed at different times. Okay. All right, I saw lots of more questions, lots of more. I saw lots of other questions. Let's see. Margaret got rid of something. She had it hanging over her kitchen wall for 30 years, and it came to the reality that no longer gave you joy. Awesome, Margaret. Margaret's a born organized, just so you know. Casey, I so wish I could afford Kimmy's planner, but we are so super budget strapped right now with gas and grocery costs rising. I know, and that's okay. You know, you can go get an inexpensive planner. You need a planner. And at some point, you just open yourself up to blessings. You never know. You just never know. And save toward it. It's very important. So you have 6 months to save toward an annual one. Go online, double check the price, save a little bit every month, and then you can get an annual one. You have 6 months because it's June. All right, let's see. Kids are home for summer, Kimmy said. I have deadlines for the planner and other products, taking a class, kids' activities this summer, Jonah leaving for the Army soon. I feel overwhelmed. Okay, hang on, I dropped something. Kimmy, take a deep breath, my dear friend. Take a deep breath. You've got it planned in your planner. Take one day at a time. You know, you trust yourself. You know that you've got it in your planner. Trust yourself and just follow today's plan. Get up on time, do your morning routine, follow your plan. If you have overbooked your day, Kimmy, if you have overbooked your day, then you need to reprioritize your day and say, you know what, this is not so important. I can give myself grace on this, and I can move it away, or I can move it to tomorrow, or I can move it to next month. But just do what you can do, and that's all you can do. And give yourself grace, and make sure you've got a bedtime, and make sure you've got self-care plugged in there, okay? Plus, we over a payment method. Oh, that's pretty cool, Kimmy. June, good morning, Kimmy. I love your planner.
I think she's going to have a payment plan.
Casey, stay tuned. Other options for 2023, plus we offer a payment method. See, who knew? That's awesome, Kimmy. Irene Hartwig, good morning. Late arriving, was in the office and missed the notification. Hi, Irene. So good to see you from Manitoba, California. Manitoba.
Oh, she's from Canada.
Manitoba. Brandon, Manitoba is what I meant to say. I was trying to say Santa Paula, California, like my friend Dickie, but no, it's not.
Dickie's not here.
I know Dickie's not here. Irene is here. We love Irene. I love the Happy Planner. I'm sure Kimmy's is super awesome as well. Kimmy's planner is the best planner. I'm just going to say without doubt. This is the best planner. This planner has everything in it. You know how you want to keep your, listen, this planner has your budget in it. It has your groceries in it. It has your maintenance in it. It's got Easter planning and Christmas planning and Thanksgiving planning in it. It's designed so that you don't get overwhelmed because everything is there. Kimmy, use your planner. It's got a to-do list in it. It's got everything you can imagine, and I use every part of this planner. It's got a meal planner in it. It is a fantastic planner without overwhelming you. The spaces are designed to not overwhelm, and you don't have to recreate the wheel every time or reinvent the wheel every time you fill out your planner. I always used the, what was that planner I used? The Erin Condren planner. It's a beautiful planner. This planner's paper is so much nicer. The layout is a little bit bigger, and I don't have to figure out where I'm going to put things because it already has that identified. Here's where your to-do list goes. Here's where your morning routine goes. Here's where your evening routine goes. It's all in there, and it's not jumbled. It's organized in a way that an ADD brain can appreciate. So I love it, and I'm not going to tell you to use any other kind. If you have the means, I would say to get this planner, okay? If you don't have the means, then you have to use something. But this would be worth it for me to save my money and buy, okay? And like Kimmy said, they're coming up with a plan, so you can buy it like that. My body wakes me up at the same time, Connie said, every morning, no matter what time I go to bed. So if I want my 7 hours, I have to go to bed by 7:30. Hubby is a night owl. Good example, Connie. That's exactly what we were saying. And that's the way Larry and I are. Now, Larry and I have been married happily for 45 years. Going to bed separate hours does not negatively impact that. Okay? Just have to let it go, some of those things. Let's see. Casey said it's the first planner I've ever been able to stick to. And Mr. B has the link up there for you guys. Susan, I took 16 hangers worth of clothes out of my closet for Goodwill from the blue category. It's a start. Yay. From the blue category. You had 16 items in the blue category. Okay, that's a lot, unless you just love blue and that's your biggest category maybe. Good job.
have more in the black category.
I do use it. It's a busy month. I need to take one day at a time, shorten them to shorten the to-do list. Yes, that's right, Kimmy. Jeez, Butterfingers. That's okay. That's exactly how I type. um, oh, I remember that, Margaret. Margaret's talking about the thing hanging in her room. Thanks, Mr. B, for putting the link up.
You're welcome.
Okay. So what other questions or concerns do we have? Kimmy, how was the graduation party? Did you have a lot of people over? Mostly Navy, haven't started on the black, Susan said. Okay. Well, good. I'm so proud of you. Good job. Way to go, Susan. That's what Kimmy said too. Way to go, Susan. All right. How are we on time? Oh,
You have a call at 10?
I have a call at 10. I've got 3 minutes, so I'm going to wind this up. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. And if you need more, again, don't forget that we have the Patreon channel. It's only $5 a month for you to watch 5 videos a week, one every morning before you get out of bed. They start at 6 o'clock Eastern.
6 o'clock, 6 a.m. Eastern.
It goes live 6 a.m. I mean, they're up 6 a.m. Eastern, 5 Central, 4 Mountain, and 3 Pacific. So everybody in the United States can watch those first thing in the morning, and it will set your head to do what you have to do. Okay.
Your little short goes up at 6:30.
And I have a little short, a little inspiration at 6:30, just a little minute. Okay. If I dust mop, should I also sweep? No. We're keeping it simple. The party was good. Awesome. KK, thanks. God willing. Oh, you're welcome. You can do it. Marty said, me too, Connie. When we were young marrieds, Mark wouldn't go to bed till midnight. Was not a morning person. I just couldn't. It took a couple of years for him to match me. All right, girls, I'm going to let you go. I hope you have a fabulous day, a great week. I look forward. Hi, Tricia Henderson. I look forward to seeing you next Monday. If you're on my membership, June 14th, I'll put an announcement out. June 14th is our meeting. If you're on Patreon and you're a patron, or you want to be a patron, now is the time to sign up. It's the beginning of the month. They always charge you on the first of the month. So you always want to sign up in the beginning of the month. You can sign up for a $50 slot, which is 2 25-minute mentorings, a $75 slot, which is 3, a $100 slot, which is 4. Or you could choose to have magic meal planning, which is $50, 2 30-minute slots. Or you could do a 1-hour slot with me for financial, which is building your budget. And these are all great. If you want to do more than one type of thing, you'll need 2 emails. So if you wanted to do magic meal planning and be mentored, you'd need 2 emails to sign up. Okay? All right, that's it for today. Hope you have a wonderful day. Always remember that you are beautiful. So be beautiful.